Sister Rachel Parton George. It is called Good Lookin Cookin. This is not even on the shelves yet. All right, we are doing what we call a pre-sale. We have the lowest price you can find. We're doing free shipping and handling, and guess what we're doing? We are giving you bonus 5 recipes that are not even in the book. The ladies agreed to do that for us because they said we're special, and we are. So if you order with us, you're going to get the extra recipes to go along with it. We are talking about 80 different recipes in the book, but there's so much more. I don't even like to call it a cookbook. I own cookbooks, and they're kind of like dictionaries of food. There's not much story in them. You read this book, you're going to be glued to it. It tells not only like why they picked the food they picked, but why they structured the book the way they did. It's basically you get 12 months of delicious food. And in every month, they highlight something special in the month. So January could be New Year's, February could be Valentine's Day, right? July could be 4th of July. And then they structured a menu from top to bottom with all the things that you love about the South. And I'll tell you 2 things I love about the South, and there's these 2 ladies that are right next to me. Of course, the amazing Dolly Parton.
Hello.
Rachel, her beautiful sister, is with us today. So happy to be with you guys.
Well, we're happy to be with you. We're fans of yours. We watch you all the time, and we see how good you do with this. And we thought, well, I bet he'd sell a lot of books for
You want to know why? You don't want to know why?
Why?
Because I like to eat.
Oh, well, good. And we like to eat, so we like to cook.
That's the thing. If you like to eat, and let me tell you, the recipes are amazing, and we're going to take you sort of through all the different courses. But first, let me ask you real quick. So I know you both did the book together. So I know you're more the cook and the foodie, right? That's correct. And then what does that make you?
Well, that makes me less than that. But I'm still a good eater,
Or
though.
Dolly.
I'm a good taster. I just see every time she cooks. We both love to cook, but
Obviously.
Rachel kind of is more what the book's title is.
Yeah.
She makes food look good and taste good. So it's called Good Lookin Cookin. And she's right pretty, too.
Well, I worked for, I told you I worked for 1 billion years in the restaurant business, and that you can't just throw slop out there. It has to look nice. It has to taste good, but it has to look nice. What's nice about this book is that you guys tell stories about where some of the recipes came from, how you put them together in your family, who likes what, like who's better at what than that. It's so much fun to read about all this stuff behind the scenes. And there's a lot of stuff in that book.
Oh, there is. A lot of good stories, like you said, but above all, really good drinks. And, we got appetizers and cocktails. We got stuff to go along with it. Rachel's great at putting great things together.
They got banana cream pie.
Oh, we do.
I made the banana cream pie. That is so good. I know, although I taste your chocolate cobbler, and it's kind of like, I'm like this right now. Anyway, every good party.
Does that mean you liked it or didn't like it?
I like them both. I just don't know which one.
Oh, you just don't know which one?
No.
I thought you said I tried the one I didn't know.
Yeah, but I never made banana cream pie before until I got your recipe.
Rachel's going to show you.
I know she's going to show me all lots of stuff. All right, so every good party starts with drink.
Well, drinks, Rachel.
All right.
A cocktail.
You go over here.
Time for you.
You come over here, Rachel, Miss Rachel. So the first thing we're going to make is called the Dirt Road Martini.
Yes.
So where does that come from?
Well, I wanted to create a drink for the cookbook, and I love tea, and I love martinis, so I thought, well, let's see what I can do.
I like tea. And the South is known for sweet tea, right?
Yes, but this is not sweet tea. This is unsweet tea.
Okay.
I guess you can make it with sweet, but this is my version.
Well, let's do it.
I like dirt.
All right.
And
I'll add the dirt to it.
Yeah,
You did. Dolly made it dirty. Okay.
Okay, and then you start with the vodka.
Okay.
About 2 ounces.
All right.
And then about 2 ounces of unsweet tea.
You know what I love, too, is that you start from top to bottom of each recipe page. You give us, like, the starter, the appetizer, the salad, sometimes the main course, the dessert. So you don't have to make it all at once. You can pick and choose what you want. So if one night you just want to make martinis, right?
You can have martinis.
All right, so let me help you.
Please do. Help me out with that.
This is the tea. And what, about 2 inches of tea?
Yep. That'd be great.
Good like that?
Now, don't mess up that vodka.
No.
Don't mess that up.
And you can screw up the vodka, but that's okay if it goes in your favor. And then what's this?
This is the brine from the Jardinera.
So pickle juice, basically, right?
Yes,
like a
it's a little warm, a little hot because of the seasonings, and I just put like a teaspoon and a half. If you want to keep it simple, just 2, 2, and 2.
Right. Well, if you like it dry. A drop.
Exactly.
Right.
And then I make a skewer of the pickled vegetables, and of course you have to have an olive.
And I think everybody probably has some of this stuff in their cabinet, you know,
I
like a
think
jar of
so.
the mixed pickled vegetables, a jardinere, whatever
Well,
you
it's
call
so
it.
great for
All right.
salads or whatever.
All right, Dolly.
So, you want to mix this up?
Okay.
We
may
got
I?
mix first. I
I
forgot.
gotta-
You go do your thing.
You use what you got.
You use
This is
what
part
you
of the
got.
show.
Yeah.
You got people at your house. You got to
Well,
do
I could have used my fingernail. It's long enough. Thank you.
All right.
Here we go.
Here we
You know,
go.
it's sad. This is my second martini of the day.
Oh, goodness.
We had a show earlier. Judge.
Oh, and you drank that?
I had a, well, it
Well,
was
here's
so
some
good.
folks out there.
All right, here we go. Cheers, everybody. Hi, Facebook friends. All right, here we go.
Well, it's good. That's powerful.
That was a little more strong than the one this morning.
Well,
Well, this afternoon.
We better,
It's the afternoon.
better not be drinking that.
Oh, my
before
God.
I cook, Rachel.
That is so good. You know, it's refreshing. It's clean. It's not overly sweet.
Right.
Which I don't like a sweet drink in the beginning of a meal. I like something a little bit dry, something like that, and that's perfect.
too.
All right.
okay. That's our dirt
You
road
do.
martini.
That's our dirt road martini. We're going to move this out. The next thing we're going to talk about is I think you call it the opening act.
The opening act.
What is that?
That is the shrimp and cream cheese with cocktail sauce
Okay.
and capers.
And that's our little.
That's our
Good
little
to have
appetizer.
with our drink.
With our drink.
That's the one with the cake.
I have it.
Yes.
I have it. I'm going to grab it.
Okay. Oh, yes. Some of this has been prepared
Well,
before.
beautiful
But
Maggie.
we're on TV.
Beautiful Maggie is back there, and she's
Yeah.
done a lot of this work for us. Thank
Oh,
God.
we
Let
do
me
get
just
to take
reach.
credit for a lot of work, but
There we go.
these recipes, though, were
right.
well thought
So-
out and well done with Rachel.
Those are beautiful shrimp, by the way. So
Ooh, yeah.
I think with this, get the best shrimp you can get.
Yes,
right?
get good shrimp. And this is a little appetizer that we created one evening when we were having sister night.
Yeah.
And these were all the things that we had
Yeah.
on hand. And move this
It's a good
over.
way to stretch shrimp cocktail too, because you have to make yourself a little cracker.
Exactly.
Which is wonderful.
And you can serve it with any cracker, but
I like it on
these.
Yeah, these
You
little
try that?
saltine things are great. So cream cheese. I'm gonna
Cream
get a
cheese
caper.
and a caper.
Oh, and if you're
cocktail
on a
sauce.
gluten-free diet, you can get you some gluten-free
You
crackers.
sure could.
Because every bit of that is gluten-free.
I'm one of those people, like, I would order gluten. Like, I can eat, it doesn't bother me. So bring on the gluten. I
I'm
don't even
just
know
saying
I don't think I even know what it
If
is.
you are, though, that's
All right.
so many good
No,
things.
you're
to
100% right. I'm just teasing. So
And
let me
get you a shrimp.
get me a nice shrimp.
Yeah, you got to taste it. We've already had it, so we don't want to mess up
All
our
right.
lipstick.
So,
You're the guinea
You guys
pig
want to
today.
get a close up? Pat, let me know when we got it. So there it is. You know what's really nice about this too, and we said it in the first show, is that it adds a textural thing, because normally people just go over to like shrimp and cocktail sauce, and they eat 30 shrimp in 5 minutes, and they eat all your shrimp. With this, you gotta decorate it, make it nice, get a caper on there. Here we go.
Here you go.
Oh, he's doing it. He's doing it. He's doing it. What do you say?
Yay.
Yay!
That's good looking cooking right
That
there.
is
That is
good.
so
It's
good.
good. Yeah,
It's
that is one thing I really love. That when Rachel just put that together one night, and I said, "Man,
Well,
this is really a great
It makes
combination."
Shrimp, yeah, it makes shrimp
of taste.
cocktail
Yeah.
like more of an event, because people will be like, and then you get to tell them, here's how you do it. Grab some of this, put it on there, put a shrimp on, and it's just a whole different flavor.
Well, I also like the prepared horseradish that I put in
put
the
in there, give it a little
cocktail.
zip?
Just give it a little zip.
Yeah, and you can put lemons on here, whatever else you want.
Love side of lemon
Yeah,
would be
it's perfect.
great.
So that's like our little appetizer to go with our drink. All right, we're gonna go to the main course.
Okay.
And we're actually gonna do it in pieces.
All right.
So I'll leave the shrimp out there. I think we have a meatloaf in the oven, right?
Oh,
Maggie, you
okay,
got a meatloaf
great.
in the oven?
You better have.
I better. I'm in
Unless
big
somebody
trouble.
stole it. We're live on TV.
Come out with my hands empty. You know what happened. All right. So this is beautiful. So I've tasted your meatloaf, and I've told you before, meatloaf's not easy to make. People, they think, well, it's just meat. Throw a bunch of things in a pot. You got to know how to make it, because otherwise it can be dry, it can be tough, it has no flavor. This meatloaf is delicious. So tell us how you make this one.
This one, I like to put ground beef and ground pork.
Okay.
I like a mixture of both. And
Okay.
then I put in the ketchup, brown sugar, and mustard in my sauce.
Yeah.
And then I use rolled oats instead of breadcrumbs.
You said that before, and I found that fascinating, because most people just use dry breadcrumbs. I usually soak bread.
Yes.
But I've never heard about it with oats. Is that
Well-
Southern, or is that?
Well, I guess it is. Our mother used to do that, and pet cream. So we add the pet cream. So you put your 2 eggs, your pet cream.
Evaporated.
And
is that evaporated milk? Is that what that is?
Evaporated
okay.
milk.
All right. Oh, that's good. Instead of regular milk?
Yep. And then you mix that up, and then I put the oats in a food processor. Chop them up a little bit. And then I put those in there to, you know, get soft and just sort of, same thing you would do with breadcrumbs.
Right, and I like because the meatloaf still holds together.
Yes.
It's not like fall apart like a lot of times people make a meatloaf and it just crumbles. So I think I can just probably, well, let's lift this out.
Here.
All right.
Is this what you need? You just holler.
That's what I need. And then we'll put this over here, and we just dressed it. We were missing one piece because we ate that earlier, but I can probably use this. What do you think?
Here.
Get this piece out?
Yes.
Let me see. We got a plate?
We got to get
Oh,
a plate.
Oh, you need a plate.
I'm just watching you two. You can tell who's the cook around
All right,
here.
so I'm going to leave that piece, and then I'm going to cut one more bite for myself, if that's okay.
Okay, do you want a plate of your own?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here, I'm going to do a little bit better of a job than that. That's okay. I'm gonna put
Yeah, you
that
have
right
to
there.
brag on us.
I know. It's so good. Look,
We know what it tastes like.
I brought paper towels. So I'm just going to taste it.
Here you go.
And I told you, I make a good meatloaf. But I've tasted yours, and I know it's actually, I tell you, it reminds me of mine. It's really, really good.
I'll give you some more
question,
sauce.
Rachel.
I love sauce. Yes?
Do you bake the meatloaf and then put the sauce on separate?
I put the sauce in the actual when I'm mixing it, and I cook it for 45 minutes. Then I take it out of the oven, I add more sauce, and then I cook it for another 15 minutes, and then I set it out to rest
I mean, that
about 10
like
minutes.
melts in your mouth. That is so good. And I think it's so cool that you use oats. I have to try that because, like I said, I always use bread or breadcrumbs, and sometimes it comes out really, really dry. All right, so we have
Okay, next.
meatloaf.
Here, I'm going to add some.
Yeah, I was going to say, you want to?
Oh, you want to
Dolly, you got to add some more
put it
sauce
up?
over there.
I got it.
All right, we're going to clean up our workspace here a little bit. Back to the oven, so come on back with me. Like I tell you, you don't have to make any of this all at once, but if you want to make one full meal, that's one page. Everything is right there, start to finish. All right.
That's what's good. One of the good things about the cookbook, you get
Oh,
to start
I
from
see
start to
what you're
finish.
getting.
Taters.
Taters.
Oh, well.
We are going to have.
Country
Thank you,
girls
Rachel.
don't
Yeah,
nuts
you can
over
move that
taters.
back. We'll
See
have
how
Maggie
excited
grab
we
that.
got?
So, these are whipped mashed potatoes.
Yes.
I've never made them like this, but the difference is they're creamier and they're lighter. You know what I mean? They're not like you know when you eat potatoes and you feel like you got a lead weight in your stomach. These are super duper light.
Well, they're fluffy,
All right,
but they
so-
still have a lot of substance to them.
All right, you
which I
got to tell
like.
me how you make them first.
Okay, what it is, I usually go with about 4 pounds of butter.
Can you
To
put enough
go
butter
with
in
4
there?
pounds of russet potatoes.
Dolly.
And then, of course, you wash and then peel and then quarter, put them in salted water.
Okay.
And then you boil them for about 20 minutes. And when they're fork tender, drain. Then this is what I think you're tasting,
magic
which is
ingredient.
half and half cream.
Half and half.
Yeah, and more butter. And
Yum.
then you whip all this up. I do add a little salt and pepper and touch of garlic powder and onion powder.
Oh, good.
At this
Just
point.
a little bit of seasoning.
Just tiny little bit.
right.
It just so.
Dolly, are we going in?
Are we
Rachel,
gonna
you
try
want to
it?
do? Who
Yeah.
wants to do it? Should we use the
We'll
big
do
spoon?
that. You want to put
That's
some out
dessert.
in
Yeah.
this, and
You
then
wanna
we'll
do it?
have a bite of our. No, go
All right, I'll
ahead.
help you out. I'll make sure I get plenty of
You're
the
the
butter. in
star.
there. Let's get the butter.
You're
in
the star of the show. We're the
there.
star of the book.
No. Look at that. All right, look at that.
Ooh, now that's the kind. That's
That's
a
got a
Dolly
potato.
doll.
Now there you go.
Nicole, look at those potatoes. I'd like to stick my whole face in that potato right there. That's how good that looks. All right, so that is part of our meal.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll put this
Now,
together till we get more.
What are we missing? We're missing a veg, right?
We're missing our green beans.
Okay, I'm gonna slide
So-
this over here. So you make green beans the Southern way.
These are southern green beans.
Smothered.
Tell everybody why.
Smothered.
Why do they call them? Why is it the Southern way?
Well, it's because they are cooked for a very long time.
I know they are.
They're smothered. So you, this is about 2 pounds of fresh green beans.
Oh, they look great.
And of course you wash and then you
Yeah.
break them. And then I put them in a pot and I use like 32 ounces of the chicken stock.
Like chicken stock instead of water.
I do, because I think it's just a richer kind of taste.
You know what's funny is that I rarely use water like in anything anymore because it's like water has no flavor. So why not add chicken stock? Like even if you're making soups and things like that, you should always use chicken stock. All right, so we're gonna, Dolly, will you grab me the plate?
I've got your plate.
But when
we have to save room because we have one more thing besides.
When we're starting this, we have our, wait a minute.
Go ahead, honey.
We got to have our bacon grease, and we fry our bacon, and you're going to use like a 1/4 cup of bacon grease. You're going to put in this
Bacon grease.
when it starts, and I have some of the bacon already, and I like to put this because you already have the bacon grease.
Yeah.
Then I put it on the
Just
actual.
kind of crumble it on there?
Crumble it on, and then serve, and that way you get a nice crisp taste from the bacon.
And bacon makes everything better.
Bacon. Cocktail hitting you?
No, I didn't have that much.
He's all right. All right, so that's that. Now we decided that we wanted to add one more item from the book.
All right.
Which was the, I think it's the cornbread dressing. We added that. Yeah. Yeah, we wanted to add it because it's people, making your stuffing for anything. So we figured let's do that too. So it's in the oven. All right.
Okay.
Maggie, you're right
That'll
there
look
for
good
me.
on the plate, won't
All right, here we
Did
go.
it taste good?
I haven't tried this yet. So,
Right there.
oh, this looks amazing.
Try not to make a big noise. Woo-hoo.
Well, now look at that.
I mean, what could be better?
Sage on there.
Yeah.
Little sage.
And cornbread sage dressing. Makes me want to go to Thanksgiving.
I was just going to say, where's my turkey?
That's always great. And it's also great at Christmas, too.
Let me ask you this real quick while we're on Thanksgiving, because I always ask people this. I like, whenever I cook a turkey, like everybody can have dinner, but it's like, by the time we sit down, I'm not ready for a big giant meal. 9 out of 10 times I make a turkey sandwich before I have turkey dinner. Like I take stuffing, cranberry, mayonnaise, turkey, gravy, and I put it on a big roll, and that's how I eat my Thanksgiving dinner. I think it's because, like we said, planning. Thanksgiving's a tough one. That's a tough one because you have so many different things to cook, and you usually get everybody to help. But like I said, it's me and my son, so man, put him in charge. I'm putting him in charge of stuffing. I mean, he's good at eating, but he ain't good at making stuffing. So that's how I like to do it. But what's wonderful about stuffing is it doesn't have to just be Thanksgiving. I mean, you could serve this on a night when you're making chicken.
I love it. We often freeze a lot of the stuffing.
Yeah.
We call it dressing. We call
Yeah.
it sage dressing. A lot of people call it stuffing.
'Cause I'm
but
from Connecticut.
Same thing. Yeah, I know.
It's dressing.
Well, and we're not.
I actually think dressing is a nicer. I like dressing better.
No, well, we've
Sounds
just
more
always
formal.
called it that. But there's something about that flavor that's
So
great.
should we pull some out?
We shall. Dolly and I often make it with chicken. So you're right, it does not have to be for just
Can I taste
Thanksgiving.
it?
Well, a lot of people like it with pork.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Cook pork, it's like a great thing.
Pork roast.
Pork roast.
Oh my
is great
gosh.
with this
You can
cornbread
stuff your
dressing.
pork roast with this, as a matter of fact. All right.
Yep, we know that's good. I'm gonna buy that myself.
Wow.
I think that's gluten-free.
Wow.
No, I bet it ain't.
That is so.
Well, here, I'll take the butt.
That is so
I'll take that.
freaking good.
I'm trying to do gluten-free for a few days.
What do you put in there? Obviously, you got a lot of veggies. But how do you make it so moist?
Well, we have the cornbread. We just move that one.
Oh, wait. We're going to do the teeth check at halftime.
We are.
We got to make sure our
always
teeth are all
have to
clean.
check.
All right.
So you make your cornbread. This is from an 8-inch skillet, and then you cook it the day before.
Oh, okay.
And then you let the cornbread kind of dry out. The recipe is in the book for it. It's just skillet cornbread.
Yep.
Then we usually use biscuits, like 3 biscuits.
Okay.
Now, if you don't have any, of course, just drive through
Buy
somewhere
them in
and
the
get
store and
you
get some biscuits.
or a frozen biscuit. But I
know.
really
Dolly's
think
like, make
you
your own
need,
biscuits.
you need
Rachel would
that.
make hers. I'd get some
Yeah.
out of a can now.
Oh, my gosh. So you crumble it up.
You crumble that up. Then you have your onion, your celery, and then you have all your seasonings, which I like to have.
The crunchy top.
Uh-huh.
Any
And
butter in this?
I love the taste
lots
of
of sage.
Any
Pardon?
butter in this?
Of course there's butter. Everything has butter.
And you can add, and you can use as much butter as you would like. It's up to you.
Yeah.
You know what? I love it. It's festive. It's holiday, and the butter definitely gives it a
Well, it
beautiful
does.
flavor.
And it's also that wonderful,
Doesn't it?
crisp,
Oh my
beautiful
gosh.
topping.
All right. My producer, Pat, is asking me if we're taking a break. I think, Pat, we were going to do the bread, because then we're doing dessert later. Yeah, we're going to do bread.
All right.
You gotta have bread just in case you want to make turkey sandwiches.
So we're
Here it
going
is.
Country loaf bread.
Shall I put this out?
I'll take this.
Take that one and put this here? Okay.
All right, here it is. So a lot of people think that making their own bread is hard.
Oh, well,
Rachel and
I tell
Dolly
you,
said no.
nothing in the world smells better than baking bread. You know, when you go in somebody's house,
Yeah.
you smell it from the yard.
Oh, yeah.
And
You
it
know-
just smells like home.
You know what's better than an alarm clock? Toast. You can smell toast in your house, right?
And coffee.
And coffee.
And that
you
that
can
smell
smell
will
that
get you up.
from a mile away.
You don't need an alarm.
I know. So, talk to me about how we make this.
Well, this is with all-purpose flour, and
Okay.
of course you have your yeast. Yes, thank you. You butter that after it's cooked, and it's very simple. You work your dough, and then you let it rest. Then it rises for about an hour. Then you work the dough down, and then you knead. But it's not a lot of work on kneading. It's just
Right.
turning it more or less. Then this recipe will make 2 loaves of bread.
Look at I want you to look the texture of this
I know,
bread is
don't that
amazing.
look good?
It's amazing.
So smooth.
Ooh, I bet this would be good with like French toast.
Yeah,
Oh, it'd
Reggie
be
said it
awesome.
makes good sandwiches too. And
I like
bet
cutting it thin like
I
this
would,
just
yeah.
because this bread is a good dense bread. But if you wanted to toast this,
Yeah, cut it big, make some Texas toast.
here, I'll do you some
There you
Texas
go.
toast.
Give me some.
There it is,
There you go.
Where's that? Slap some barbecue on that bad boy.
T for Texas, T for Tennessee.
So you see, look at how great that is. And if you, like you said, if it's Thanksgiving, you can butter a couple pieces, right? Or I would probably put mayonnaise on here, because do you guys love mayonnaise?
Love
I
mayonnaise.
love
It's one of my
mayonnaise.
favorite things
I know,
on the planet.
I've always
I don't have
loads of mayonnaise.
I can't be friends with people who don't like mayonnaise.
Well, look at there. Did I
So,
move it? No,
there
we're
it
all ready.
is.
Can
All
you
right.
see it?
There it is.
We moved
That is
it,
the
but
finish.
look at it.
And guess what?
Good.
All you did is follow the recipes in the book. Let me talk about the book one more sec, real quick. Because at HSN, we're doing something special. I don't know where my book is. Where's my book? I'll grab this one. So,
Here's one.
yeah, let me see the
Let
book.
me drag one over here.
Thanks, Dolly.
Those
So-
things are heavy.
Well, because there's a lot in there.
food in there.
So the book is amazing, and the book is basically set up so that it goes by the months of the year. Because we know that certain things are in season, certain things, pies and stuff, maybe for the holidays. I love that picture, you two. I'm going to show you that picture in a little bit. That cornbread, we're going to make dressed eggs. A lot of you guys do a lot of this stuff for holidays, but a lot of times there's a section on Halloween. We're going to get to that in a little bit. But why do I want you to get it from HSN? As a bonus, we're going to give you 5 recipes that are not in the book. And the recipes are, and they're good ones, they are lemon icebox pie. I've never had that before. Is that good?
Oh, it's great. We'll
It
make
just
sure to
sounds
get you
like it
one.
would be refreshing.
We'll get you a book and a pie.
Well, you guys, I'm your friend now, so we can. Brie with fig jam. There is baked sweet potatoes. That's an extra. We also have the Main Street salmon, which I think there it is. Good timing. Thank you, Pat. And then we also have the sweet and savory Brussels sprouts, which I said to you guys before. I've seen those on so many menus. Brussels sprouts are hot now.
They are.
I mean, they're just little cabbages, right?
Little cabbages.
They're just little baby cabbages.
No, they're tight, though. They're a little tight.
They are. But they're not easy to cook, because if you undercook them, you can't eat them. They're like rocks.
They roast them a lot. I know
Yeah.
there's a famous restaurant in California where we go, and that's one of the big items on the.
I steam mine and soften them, cut them in half, saute them in butter, and then I do the bacon and a little balsamic vinegar. That's my recipe. And
sounds great.
I mean, and it's not hard. There's a recipe in the book that only people that buy this at HSN are going to get. So we are just about halfway through the show. We are crazy busy. You realize that the number of books we ordered, we may sell through 50% in 2 shows.
Oh,
You believe that?
well, good
Crazy.
for us.
So I hope you are enjoying the show. We've got lots more to come. We did wonderful, wonderful stuff, but we got dessert. The best part is coming your way next. Stick around.
Step stylishly into fall Thursdays on HSN. With the power of HP from HSN, reinvent how you work, how you play, how you live. Technology that makes life better for everyone, everywhere. And deals designed for every budget. HP on HSN and at hsn.com. Get the best deals on the things you love with the HSN card. As an HSN card VIP, you'll get all kinds of perks like VIP financing on so many items, plus extra flex on every item under $369 all day, every day. And VIP Thursdays are back starting August 8th. Includes fraud protection and there's no annual fee. Apply now and instantly get $10 off when you're approved. Call 1-800-695-1418 or visit hsn.com/HSN card.
Jesse Palmer?
So you do remember, and I know you haven't been watching.
I know, but TV's expensive.
Well, now you can watch me live sports and news free. No contracts or fees.
But Jesse, how?
Tableau. Pay once and watch happily ever after. And you can record too.
That sounds like a dream.
Don't miss Tableau with Jesse Palmer Monday at 5 p.m. and 9 p.m. Eastern.
It's not fantasy, it's reality.
All right, welcome back, everybody. We're still running around the set, so excuse us. But it's live TV.
Live TV.
That happens all the time. It's usually my big head in the middle of the camera. Back with Dolly and Rachel, just enjoying their brand new cookbook.
We said you forgot the eggs. You forgot the.
And because once I start eating, my mind, I got tunnel vision.
We weren't going to let you
what's
forget
next?
it.
I do that.
You got into the martinis and forgot what
I did. That's exactly what happened to me. So we are celebrating this incredible book. It's called Lookin Cookin, A Year of Meals. It's a really special cookbook. If you have not seen it yet, well, most of you haven't because it isn't even out. I don't think it comes out until September 17th. So we are doing pre-orders, which means you'll get this book. As soon as it goes out on the 17th, you'll get your book. You don't pay for it until it ships out. And at HSN, we're giving you a special. You get 5 bonus recipes that are not in the book. So that's your little special reward. Plus, we're doing free shipping and handling, and we have the lowest price that we've seen. So get it here with us, and you don't even have to think about it. You'll get it in September, and now you got all these wonderful recipes to enjoy the rest of September, October, November, December. So we got Thanksgiving, we got Christmas, we got Halloween, which we're going to talk about in a minute. But I messed up a little bit, and I forgot 2 appetizers, so we're going to go, and I'm surprised because I call it deviled eggs. I call them deviled eggs. Are one of my favorite things on this planet.
Oh, me too.
My mama, who I loved, crazy, loved my deviled eggs. And she'd say every holiday, she'd be like, "You gonna bring me those eggs?" And I'd be like, "Because they're not the easiest thing for me to make. Because you gotta mash it, and you gotta get them real smooth." Well, but I would make them every time. So when I saw them,
I never thought of deviled eggs being hard to make. Rachel calls them
dressed eggs.
Dressed eggs because our grandpa's a preacher. What did you say?
Well, yeah, go ahead.
He didn't like us to say the word devil, so I decided,
really?
yeah, really. So I thought, well, this is a great time.
I feel like a bad person now.
It's Easter, so I'll call them dressed eggs.
So hell with it, eat your eggs.
There you go. I love it. So I know how I do mine, and that's why excuse me if you're referring, because I'm a foodie, so I love eggs. And eggs are a great food because they're full of protein. They're yummy. They're a snack.
High in calories.
Yeah, you don't make a mess when you're eating it. You pop it in. What's the trick to yours? How do you make them?
Well, of course, you have to have mayonnaise, and then I chop the onion and the celery really fine.
Okay.
And I start working the yolk with the mayonnaise and all that while it's still a little warm.
Okay.
So I think if you let it cool down too much, it doesn't make it as creamy.
That's what I'm doing wrong. That's why it's taken me forever, because it's the mashing.
The mashing.
It's like I'm there for 20 minutes trying to get those yolks to behave. Oh, all right. See, I learned something just now.
I think that may be it. And
then what?
Then after you finish that, you put like a tablespoon in each half, and then paprika just to make it pretty. And then I put chives. I think I
we
have
got
some chives right here.
Rachel.
I just love to make things look pretty, so you just add as much or as little as you like.
I like this too around the holidays because of the colors. It's red and green, like it's like a tree. You know, like it's like the colors that we decorate if you celebrate Christmas. So look at how beautiful. All right, I got to pick one that I like, a big one. I'm gonna take this guy right here.
We're gonna have you so full.
Yeah, and notice I'll eat the yolk side first. I'll probably toss the white part away. No, I'll let it.
Eggs are like potatoes. I mean, what can be bad about an egg, right?
It's good.
Isn't that good?
It's so. I love deviled eggs.
I do
I'm
too.
almost speechless. That's how good these are. They're buttery.
They,
you put butter in here?
I don't put
Did
butter.
you put butter in there?
No, but I have had those, and I have a good friend that puts butter in her deviled eggs.
Yeah.
Trisha Yearwood, and I love her,
bless her.
and I love her eggs.
Yeah.
So, but those do not have butter. It's just mayo.
So good. Oh my God. I could eat that whole thing.
You're such a good host.
I could eat that.
You make us think that's really good.
Oh, they are really good.
Yeah, I know it's good.
And you know what's funny is because kids sometimes are a little hesitant about deviled eggs just because when you cook eggs, they smell bad, right? But my son is now like, my son Dan, he's just like, you make those deviled eggs, man? And I'm like, see, you're growing up.
Oh.
He likes that stuff now. And they're very addictive. And they're just great party food. So we'll give you the recipe for that. This I have never tried or ever made. This is your beef queso dip.
Yes.
So I don't even know where to start with this, but I know I love any kind of queso. How do you whip this one up?
Well, this one, I think this, I believe, it's in the Father's Day in June.
So let me go to June for you here.
But you get your ground beef and your iron skillet, and that's pretty much the start.
Okay.
And
Ooh, broccoli salad.
Broccoli salad.
Is that good?
Oh, it's incredible.
Oh, I love broccoli.
Yeah.
Right.
And so you start browning the
Here it is.
meat. Yes.
So there it is. I'll show you the picture in the book. And it looks like the picture in the book. So, all right, so we brown the meat. All the instructions are right here.
Yes, and then you put salsa. I have made homemade salsa also for this particular menu.
Yeah.
And you mix some of that in there, and you have your cilantro, cheese, and it's just one of those great combinations that you could even make a meal of it.
Yeah.
I think we have a beer bucket.
Oh, yeah.
You know, as part of that
You could
menu.
serve that like over a tortilla. You could serve it over toast. You could serve it
Exactly.
over a bunch of different things. What kind of cheese you put in there?
Cheddar.
You don't use that cheese in the block, do you?
Not in this one. I don't think
Because
I
you and I,
use it.
we were joking before. We love that stuff.
I love
stuff.
Velveeta. Don't
You know, a lot of
sure
chefs
do.
will use that stuff in like, especially Mexican chefs in their queso sauce because it makes it so creamy.
Well, it's great. In
It's
fact,
good.
I had mentioned it on one of my TV shows or in a magazine, and I got these big boxes sent from the factory.
Oh, really?
Velveeta. I was giving Rachel Velveeta.
Oh, my gosh.
All my family said, I got big boxes of Velveeta. Come get it.
Can I go in?
Please do.
What is that? Ooh, is that red
You want
peppers?
a fork?
Yes.
Yeah, maybe that'll be a little
Yeah,
bit
that'd
easier.
probably be a little neater on television.
But
Yeah,
maybe
yeah, yeah.
tomatoes.
Is good. Are you wondering why we're using him as a guinea pig? That's because he is today. We know what it tastes like. We don't want to mess
would
up
last.
the lipstick.
That would last 30 seconds in my house with my
Well,
boy and
that's
his
really
and
good.
all his buddies. That is. Like, that's like something you would order that in a restaurant with some fresh tortilla chips, and you would be like, "Wow,
Well,
that
like
is
Rachel
so
said,
good."
it's a meal. It can be a meal.
And you know what? I would imagine to make this, probably a couple of bucks, right? Ground beef,
Yeah.
maybe $3 or $4 worth of ground beef and a bag of chips.
Yeah. Often I'll warm the chips in the oven just so they're warm and serve them warm.
That's the best way, like the restaurants do.
Like the restaurants.
Wow.
You know, make your
All right.
guests feel special.
All right, now are we ready for something sweet?
We're ready for dessert, ain't
Let's
we?
do some dessert.
ready.
All
All that hard
I'm
food.
gonna pull this out because we need room. I want to tell you the first thing we're gonna do. I don't want to mess this up. Is hold on, chocolate cobbler. Is that what we're doing first? Okay. All right. Let me get this.
Here, I'll take this from you.
I got it. I got
Can I
it.
help
I'll
do
give it to
dishes?
Maggie. There you go, Maggie. I'll just put this down over here. And so we had this in the first show, and I said I thought it was one of the best things that I ate, but it was also because I was ready for something sweet. It's one of the best chocolate desserts I've ever tasted because it tastes like 5 different desserts. It tastes like chocolate cake. It tastes like fudge brownie. It tastes like chocolate mousse. It tastes like chocolate, like bars of chocolate that have been melted. It's just, there might be one other, I can't remember. It's like that lava cake.
The lava cake
It's
is what
got
makes me
everything.
think
So
of.
tell me how this came up. How'd you guys, like, how do you start making a dish? Like, what do you put it together?
Well, it's a cobbler, and to me, when you say the word cobbler, that means it's quick and easy. You can often put this together while you're just sitting down to eat. It takes about 30 minutes to cook, and then you bring it out of the oven. It's still warm. It
So good
smells
hot.
great. Cherry cobbler is also another one that's great.
If you ever wanted to find me, if I was in your house somewhere and you couldn't find me, you just say cobbler, and I will show up. Because cobbler, anything cobbler is good, right? Peach cobbler, cherry cobbler, blueberry. You can't, rhubarb cobbler. I mean, you can't go wrong with that.
You said rhubarb twice. That's something I love. Earlier you said that.
My dad grew it in the garden.
Ever hear about
Did you
that.
guys ever grow it?
Yes, and we
Because
ate
it grows
Mama
like a
made the
weed.
best rhubarb pie.
You know what we would do? Dad, Mom, we go inside, Mama give us a Dixie cup, and she put about half of it with sugar. And we go out and we'd break the rhubarb off. We'd lick the rhubarb, put it in the sugar, and we'd eat it. That was our kid. That was our food. But it was so much fun.
But this is good.
All right.
Kind of, our little nephew calls it clobbler.
Well,
So we.
if I have another drink, I'll be calling it that too. Should we just, we don't have our little scooper. Should we just use, oh, here it is. I like watching Dolly use the scooper.
Oh, you got little, yeah.
Use the scooper.
Oh,
So this is,
You can just load it up and we'll take bites.
Okay,
Or
Dolly,
should we cut it in half first to show everybody the inside? Mm-hmm. Where do you see this? Guys, you
Shall
want
I
to talk
just
about
put
gooey?
one
Yeah, just
on
go
each
ahead.
side? Oh, just get it. We're not.
it's the cocoa powder, sugar, of course, butter, and then
Can you see the bottom of it? See how moist that is?
Are you having some, Rachel?
no, I'll wait. No, I won't.
you-
I'm afraid God might have it all before I get there.
Everybody have to fly back to Florida and pack this up in a box. Oh my God.
And so you can do walnuts or you can do pecans. I like the walnuts. Whatever you like.
This is so good. I'm asking my producer,
Oh, yeah.
Pat.
It's
Pat's
good.
back in Florida. I'm wondering what he thinks of this. What do you think, Pat?
I think we got a
He said it's
couple
one
of
of his
desserts today, so you better hold up. We just want you to see how good it is. It is good, I know. We had fun tasting all our food
It's
when
like
we
a
were
candy
cooking.
bar, but better. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's like a gooey, tasty candy bar.
and chewy.
And chewy. Recipe for this is in the book as well. This is one of the ones that we're including. Remember, if you buy it here, you get the 5 extra recipes that we'll send you on the side. You don't get that when you buy this anywhere else. So make sure you get it. All right. I'm going to put dessert number 1. We'll do like battle of the desserts.
Oh, okay.
Is it okay?
Yeah.
We got
fun.
20 minutes left.
Well,
so we're going to do our battle of the
do
desserts,
it.
and we'll figure out which one we like best.
Okay,
All right?
Okay, you
All right.
get to judge. We'll get them
I'll
ready
be the
for
judge.
you.
All right, you can trust me. I got to follow my notes here. Spider cake.
Spider
Oh,
cake.
We already
Have
made
that
it.
out here?
We
Yeah,
have
I get it.
spider cake.
Oh, that's the fun one.
Oh my gosh. So, Rachel,
The
you're going
kids
to have to
all
tell
love
everybody what
this.
you
We
did.
talked- Look at his little
Here, I'll
face.
put them right here. Is that good, you guys?
Can you see?
it?
Not well.
Might look better right there.
Yeah.
Sorry. I know, you're TV, come on. So, Rachel, what did you do to make the spider cake?
Okay, the little spider cake was just created because it's fun. It's very simple. It's made with a bundt pan, which
Okay.
almost everyone has one. And it's a simple cake, or you can buy the bundt cake mix.
Sure.
And you just make your cake. You have to let it cool. So I thought to create a spider, we would use the
Like licorice?
Yeah.
yes, and then for the eyes and the mouth, candy corn. Everybody has candy corn, and then the sprinkles. And this is just a simple glaze, powdered sugar, butter, and that makes our glaze that we put
And
around.
then you did your little shots all around the outside.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm over 60 years old. I can still eat candy corn like it's like a child.
Oh, who doesn't?
I cannot
love
stop
that.
eating that stuff. I eat the top, then I eat the middle, then I eat the bottom. I like to make it last. And by the way, what's great about a lot of these things is you could customize it any way you want.
Anyway.
If you wanted to, those pieces, the ones, the peanut butter or whatever, I don't want to
Oh,
say the
the
name.
Reese's Pieces.
Yeah, you can say, God, you can fill that with that, and then,
Oh,
then
you can do
just to make it,
anything.
you can
That's-
do whatever you want with this stuff. And the nice thing is, you could probably serve 15 people with that, right?
Oh,
10,
yeah.
15.
Tons of kids.
Yeah.
The kids love this. Our little nieces and nephews and Rachel's grandkids and
Yeah.
her kid. So they all love.
It's probably something that's going to last like a day, because the kids are not going to be able to stop eating it. You're going to walk out there and Spidey's going to have 4 legs.
Exactly.
And then one day his eyes will be missing, right?
Spidey, the legs and the eyes, that's first to go.
All right, so that's 2. I'll wait to taste that. We'll taste that in a sec, because I haven't tasted this one yet.
Oh yeah, you didn't taste that earlier.
No, and you could use any, like I was going to say, flavor cake. You could do spice cake.
You can use anything. Yes, spice cake would
Red
be
velvet?
great. Yes.
That's
Oh,
my
yeah.
I think that's
Make
my
an
favorite.
armadillo cake.
I never had red velvet cake till I went to Tennessee with the girl from Knoxville. And I had my first, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is, because the cream cheese fell all right. Anyway.
When we did the movie Still Magnolias, they did an armadillo cake that was a red velvet inside, and when you cut into that armadillo with icing, gray icing, it was like, it was in the movie.
Well,
They do that down in Louisiana.
But you may not know, Dolly is a huge fan of Halloween, right?
Oh, I am. That's my favorite.
She likes to dress up, like to decorate.
I do everything.
We said it's one of my favorite holidays.
Yeah, I know.
Because it's a silly holiday.
It's silly and it's fun, and it's not it's not attached to anything. And you can be spooky or not spooky. Or
Anybody can celebrate.
You can be the witch you are and get away with it.
I know, it's not a religious holiday. It's just, hey, you know what? I've always wanted to play dress up, so you can do that stuff. So anyway, that's from there. We have more. What's next?
I believe there was
the orange cream cake. Because let me show you what's coming up. You ladies stay there. Don't trip over my wire.
Yeah, he's got wires everywhere. So
I just want to show you something. My favorite thing that I made from your cookbook is banana cream.
Oh, you did good.
So, I didn't make this one, but
Banana pudding.
Banana pudding.
Yeah.
I know. What do I keep calling it? Banana pie?
Cream pie. Miss banana pudding.
It's banana pudding. There's no actual pie in it. That's my bad. I'm giddy with delight. So I'm saying dumb things. There's the ones I made.
Oh,
Weren't you guys proud of me?
I'm very proud of you.
I'm very proud of you. Now, which one is that? Is that a banana pudding or is that a...
No, that's banana
pudding
pudding.
pie?
I know. You know what it is? Because once you put the wafers in, it feels like it's a cake to
Yeah,
me.
it does.
And plus, I'm not Southern, so I didn't know any better.
Well,
But
we forgive you.
I know you do, because you guys are so sweet. But let me tell you, it was so easy. I followed your instructions. I told you I used almond milk, because I didn't have any regular milk, to make the pudding. I didn't tell you this too, I used sugar-free vanilla pudding. I don't eat a lot of sugar.
Oh, well, that's not too.
Sweetened condensed milk, I was like, the heck with that, I'm using sweetened condensed milk. I did that, and then I did sugar-free whipped topping. I did real wafers, because there's only one company that makes it.
Yes.
And I made it, I mixed it all up, I got thick, I put it in the fridge, right? Came out, and then I started to assemble it. It was so easy. I did the cookies around the outside. I actually put a little stuff in there so they'd stick. Then I did my layer, and then I put the flat layer, and then I did them on the side. I wish I took a side shot, because you can see I was trying to be all decorative, but that's all the ingredients. What, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you just need a mixer. You could probably even do it by hand.
You
if you wanted
could.
to,
I
right?
think our cake is prettier than yours, though.
Yours is a lot prettier than mine. But I'm a guy, and I don't have a.
And we
it's
have a photographer.
These guys are like, well, it's not in their. I don't even know what a trifle bowl is. I have glass bowls. There's the.
There it is.
Yeah, but you know what? You bring that out. That's a crowd pleaser.
Oh, yeah.
Who doesn't like
yeah.
banana pudding?
That's right. Banana pudding.
He's
Messing it up.
Rachel.
All right, we're not
He's learning.
talking about
He's
that. We're going
learning.
to serve that one in a minute, because we've got about 15 minutes to go. So, all right, this I've been dying to try. I've never heard of this before. So this is, Rachel, what is this?
This is orange cake.
Okay.
This is an orange cake, and then the center part is marshmallows.
Oh, man.
So after
You mean like toasted marshmallows?
Yes, exactly.
Do you toast them?
Yes, you do. Yep.
You need a knife to lift it?
I don't know if I can. Yeah.
Oh,
There you go.
that's pretty. That still
Oh,
works.
look.
Yep.
Well,
That's awesome. So you do this first,
You make your cake first, and you have to let it cool.
and then you put the marshmallows
Then you
on
put
them.
the marshmallows on this 1/2, and then you brown it in your oven, and then
Close it
your
up.
topper. Then you make your glaze.
What's in that glaze?
Glaze, well, they're all pretty basic. It's the powdered sugar and the butter. But this, I used orange juice and orange zest. Smell it.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't that great?
It smells like fresh oranges.
Ooh, yeah.
See, and that's a little trick that people don't realize is when you zest things, because I do lemon zest on, like when I do a scallop dish over pasta, and I put a little lemon zest, and people are always like, "What is that?" I'm like, "It's lemon zest." It's a little trick, but it works so well.
It's amazing how those little things can make such a difference. Yeah.
And
Oh man.
you know, it's not really an icing, but it's
A topping.
a topping.
Yeah. It's kind of like what you do with the bundt cake.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll just give it a little. Yeah, we'll move it a little bit.
And then it just goes down the side of the cake.
See, now, this is something that you would only find in like a family cookbook. Like, I don't even know how to, because that toasted marshmallow part, that's just like trial and error. Somebody just said, hey, let's do this. You guys were
try
like,
this,
let's try
that."
toasted marshmallow, because we all love toasted marshmallows.
When we're
All right.
looking down, we're seeing these things on.
All right, we're going to put this out, and
see it on
then
the picture.
we're going to do the
Just
taste
look
test
at it.
last.
Okay.
Which
All right.
one?
Now, when at home, I'll put like orange slices,
Yeah.
you know, on there, or make a little decorative thing with the orange peel. So it just dresses it up, but it will taste the same.
And this is, again, one of those perfect cakes. This you could probably serve any time of year. So this isn't
Anytime.
even a holiday. If you wanted to, you could make it Halloween. You could put things on there, whatever you wanted, candy corns, and you could do that too.
Exactly.
I always think like the flavor of lemon. It's like a refreshing thing. It's like it never feels heavy.
Well, and you know
It's
what's
not
nice
like
about
some-
using the zest is with lemons and limes is it doesn't have the acidic part that the juice has. Because a lot of people don't like lemon. Oh, it's too sour, it's too tart. You just get the lemon essence or the orange essence when you do that. And it's great flavor. All right, chocolate cobbler. We got spider cake, orange cream cake. What do you guys think? Nicole, which one so far?
I like the orange.
Are you thinking the orange is going to be the best? I have a feeling the orange might be. Well, I love the banana cream. Let's pull that out.
Banana pudding.
So this is banana cream pudding.
No,
Even
it's
though
banana
I said
pudding.
cake.
Pudding.
Banana pudding.
We're gonna smack.
You know what it is? It's because I've had banana cream pie.
I know.
But
I love banana cream.
So every time
banana is good.
I always think that. So will you take us, because there's two ways to make it.
Yes, this in the book we give 2 recipes. This
Okay.
is the quick and easy recipe, and it's very quick and it's delicious, as you know. And then there's the original, which is our mother's recipe.
Mama made it from scratch.
Mama made it from scratch, and you have to cook the custard, and that takes a little more time.
Well, I would imagine too, because my mom was 91 when she passed, and I'm like, they didn't have instant stuff, so they had to make, the basic foundation
And
of a
it's
pudding.
wonderful. If
Yeah.
you have
Oh, I
the
bet it
time, I think you should try
Real
that.
eggs?
Yeah, oh, yeah, of course.
And do they whip in milk?
Oh,
and
yes, the
make
whole
that?
thing. It's the custard. You have to get the custard just
Custard's
right.
nuts. Like custard
And
milk.
even
I'm
the
running.
topping where they use the egg whites.
Yeah.
And make that.
Oh, yeah.
Like the old timey. But this one is quick and easy. And
Quick and easy.
And easy to assemble. I think my best part was it was so much fun to put it together. Because I was like, oh, look at this. Everything sticks to the side. You got the layers in there. You got Nilla wafers. And I used, Dolly said before, or remind me, Rachel, you can use whatever type of bananas. I like really ripe bananas just because I like that real strong. If you like them a little more firm, probably easier to work with if they're a little not so ripe. But you don't need the banana pudding because the vanilla pudding actually takes on the flavor of the bananas that are in there.
Right.
And those wafers. I hadn't gotten a box of those in like 10 years. And they are so good.
They
I
are so
forgot how
good.
good
They
those little
are. They're
cookies
little
are.
fun little
All right,
snacks.
so we got about 10 minutes left.
well, you got to taste some of these
All
things.
right, all right. I'm going back in for the cake just to try it. Is
Okay.
that okay? And then we'll figure out. Then we got to talk about the book
May
again.
have to.
All right, so here's.
What do we need?
This
was
is
gonna get a
chocolate
knife.
cobbler.
Okay.
Dolly, how am I going to get into that
He has
spider
here
cake?
forks and things.
I will.
I'm coming.
Here, let me help you.
Here, I'll cut this side. You cut that side.
There you go.
right.
You got to get some of this
Ooh.
glaze.
Eating spider.
I'm dunking it right in.
Oh, you go for it.
just
I
dunking
love
it.
that.
All right, here we go. What kind of cake is that? That's good.
White cake.
It
Just a
tastes-
simple white
Really?
cake. Mm-hmm.
That's delicious.
I'm going to go around and get some saucers.
I'll put that over here.
You stay there. I'll
I'm
get
not
you
going
some
nowhere.
plates.
Just don't trip over my.
Just in case.
Don't trip over my wire.
I'm not going to trip over you.
All right, everybody's waiting for this. We got to get a close up of this cake. Hold on, Rachel. I want to see everybody. You got to watch. Rachel's going to cut this cake.
Okay.
Right.
Now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
I'm directing over here.
What's your show?
Goodness.
Oh, that's.
Look at my partner Nicole over there. She's fixated. She's like, we got to see what this
Here's
thing
your
looks like.
little plate.
All right.
We had a little
top.
spatula before. I guess that.
Okay. Make sure you get the
Gosh.
marshmallow center.
Yeah, I'm scooping up some of this orange cream off the bottom of that. All right,
You're
here we go.
going for it.
Now it's got marshmallow in the middle, toasted.
You're a good help for 2 cooks.
Oh my gosh. Can I get that whole thing in there?
Oh, yeah.
It's a big mouth.
That's what I was saying earlier on the early show.
Is that good?
Yeah, here you go.
He's luckier than me. The luckiest man on TV. All right.
That Rachel's food looks so pretty too. You know, that's for the good-looking cooking.
Isn't that
That toasted
unusual?
marshmallow. Well, because, and excuse me for being a foodie, the toasted marshmallow has a caramelized flavor. You know, like a toasty flavor. But that orange is fresh and bright. It's wonderful.
Good.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
This is a very old recipe that I just brought back. You know, what is old is new again.
Yeah.
So with the fresh orange and the orange zest, you know, really tried to push that home.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, you can't improve with the
No,
marshmallow.
I would do I would do
make-
nothing to that, only make it bigger.
Yeah.
Like make it like that big is what I would do.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you too, do you have like recipes, like really, really old ones? Because I have a couple in my family. I had a grandmother, her name was Christina, and she was from Yugoslavia. And she used to make this stuff, and when my mom and dad were alive, they still made it. It was the weirdest thing. It was called mock and noodles. And what it was egg noodles with half and half honey and poppy seeds. And you would mix it together cold. It was delicious. Like, because have you ever had poppy seeds before? You've had poppy seed muffins. It was the weirdest thing. But I was like, I enjoyed it also because I was like, my grandmother, when she was little, probably in the 1890s, maybe earlier, was eating that. And I think that's cool.
I love that.
Yeah.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah, I
to know
love
that, just like families and love, recipes can last but you gotta make it.
And we
you know?
do have a lot of, and one of the things I love about our book is that we tell a lot of stories from our past and from relatives and stories and things that have happened that surrounds
All of them, and you do
some
it all
of
the time.
dishes. Yeah.
Look at this, corn fritters. And this is what it says. We grew up on corn. It was a staple. Not just sweet corn, but the corn we helped Daddy pull in the fall. We put it in baskets and shuck it to take it to the mill and have it ground up for winter. We've told the story for years that a doctor who rode in on horseback to deliver Dolly was paid with a sack of cornmeal that Daddy had ground. Corn means a lot to us for many, many reasons. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, well, that's a good thing about when you grow up in the mountains and why I think so much of the southern foods are so good because you raise your own food, you own your vegetables and your root vegetables, and then you grow your own corn like we do, and you grow fields of vegetables when you're from
That's how
the
you
mountains,
survive,
big families,
right?
and you can your food, so that's just your way of life. And you get great recipes just from going all the way back and hearing people talk about this, like you were talking about your grandmother.
Do you know she had a root cellar full of canned stuff.
Yeah.
We were afraid when we were kids we didn't want to go down there because it was scary.
That's why they put it in the cellar so you wouldn't eat it.
She'd pickle eggs, which, I'll be honest, I'm still not a big fan of pickled eggs. But she would do beets and carrots.
Oh, yeah.
She would do all this stuff. And they didn't need to. It's just she felt she had to do it. I wish I'd learned. You know?
Well, I tell you, you needed to.
Yeah,
You grow up,
I know.
With people that learned how to cook these great foods, then they make the most. One of my favorite times of my life, or our lives when we were growing up, they would have what they called old age singing and dinner on grounds at the church. And all the neighbors, all the women, all around would bring a dish. You know, you had never seen such great food in your life, like all the stuff we've been serving, all the things in our book. And it was amazing just to see all that food and to taste all the different potato salads or the different styles of things. So that's we tell a lot of the stories of what all this means to us.
That's what the book reminds. It's like visiting with you guys. It really is.
Book too.
It's like a history book that tells a lot about the family. I gotta do these. Will be my next thing. These and those the chicken feed. I gotta make those too. So many fun things. Again, get the book. We only have a few minutes left in the show. Get the book. We have the lowest price. We're doing free shipping. You don't even pay for the book until it ships out. So you've still got, it comes out I think in another 3 or 4 weeks. And then you'll have it all through the holiday season. And remember, if you get the book with us, you also get the bonus recipes. So we give you a little pamphlet with 5 extra recipes, baked sweet potatoes. There's one in here for Brussels sprouts. There is lemon icebox pie, brie with fig jam, and Main Street salmon. All things you don't want to miss out on. Those will be included when you buy the book. All right, so I have to, you didn't let me taste the banana pudding.
Didn't let you?
No.
We was talking.
Because it's so pretty.
We want you to.
All right, here we go.
Should I
scoop it?
Yeah, you can.
Hold on.
I can't reach that far.
Look at this. Look at this thing. All right, I haven't eaten a lot today, but I will take a little more cream like I got right here.
Well, yeah, you help yourself.
All right, so chocolate cobbler, spider cake, orange cream cake, or banana cobbler.
Banana pudding.
I'm sorry.
He's got banana cobbler.
You know,